Flight attendants, arm doors for departure.
This is Captain Neil Mendez, your captain speaking. Welcome aboard this Southwest Airlines flight. Our flight time to Detroit, Michigan will be about 1 hour and 2 minutes, and we will be flying at a cruising altitude of 29,000 feet. Buckle up and enjoy the scenery. Thank you for choosing to fly with us. I love you, do 10.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. First off, if you are up at all, you all need to be seated with your seatbelts fastened at this time, please.
Green sweater. Just call them out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if we can have your attention, somebody drop this wallet in the jet bridge. It works every time. And now that we have your attention, we'd like to point out the safety features of this Boeing 737-700. Fasten your seatbelt side to flat end into the buckle. To release, lift up on the buckle. Position it tight and low across your hips and wear it at all times while seated. On board, if you get tired of my jokes, there are 6 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors, 2 overwing window exits, and 2 exit doors in the back. Signs overhead and lights on the floor do lead to the exits. In the seat back pocket in front of you, you'll find your fan. Your safety information card. Please take it out, look over it, and you will see that in the event that your favorite airline becomes your favorite cruise line, you're going to use the life vest under your seat. Pull the red tab to open the pouch and pull out the vest. Place the vest over your head, wrap the black strap around your waist, buckle it in the front, and pull to tighten. Once outside and only outside, or you won't be getting outside, pull down on the red tab to inflate the vest. To manually inflate, go to the tube at your
Flaps
shoulders.
2 degrees.
If that doesn't work, well, you're having a lousy day. Flight attendants are coming by now to make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full, upright, and most uncomfortable position. All your carry-ons are set completely underneath the seats in front of you or in the overhead bins. Yes, for you kids in the back, that does mean your backpacks too must be underneath the seats. And that your seatbelts are
Chicago
fastened.
Midway traffic,
Smoking
Southwest
is not
2260,
allowed on board
taxiing
the
to runway
aircraft,
22
including
left.
in the lavatories. Electronic cigarettes may not be used on board the aircraft either. Federal law does prohibit tampering with, disabling, or destroying any smoke detector in an aircraft lavatory. Federal aviation regulations do require passenger compliance with all lighted passenger information signs, posted placards, and our personal favorite, crew member instructions, including You messed me up. And crew member instructions, including instructions on seatbelts and smoking. No, they're not. And last but certainly not least, although we never anticipated changing cabin pressure, else the 3 of us would have called in sick tonight. If needed, 4 yellow oxygen masks will drop from the compartment overhead. To activate the flow of oxygen, pull down on the yellow masks until the plastic tubing is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, and once you stop screaming, breathe normally, securing it with the elastic strap. Continue to wear the mask until otherwise notified by a uniformed crew member. Although oxygen will be flowing, the plastic bag may not inflate. And of course, last but not least, if you're traveling with children or anyone else needing special assistance this evening, please make sure to put on your mask first, and then your husband. Alright, that's it for our do's and don'ts, folks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our flight.
Chicago Midway traffic, Southwest 2260 is taking off runway 22 left,
Flight attendants
departing
prepare
east.
for takeoff.
Chicago Midway traffic, Southwest 81 is 19 nautical miles to the southwest at 10,300 feet. Inbound for landing, will make left traffic for runway 22 left.
Flight attendants, take your seats for takeoff.
On runway 22 left.
Eighty knots. V1. Rotate.
2,000 remaining.
V1. Positive rate. V2.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Gear up.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Chicago Midway traffic, Southwest 81, crossing runway 31 center.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated in case we encounter turbulence.
In case of any unexpected turbulence.
Chicago Midway traffic, Southwest 81 is clear of all runways.
In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as a snack. Alcoholic drinks are also available at a nominal charge. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Flight spoilers extended.
For your safety, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
Detroit Metro traffic, Southwest 2260 is 14 nautical miles to the west at 10,800 feet, inbound for landing, will make left traffic for runway 21 left.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are descending to our destination. Please fasten your seatbelts and make sure all portable electronic devices are securely stowed so that we may secure the cabin for arrival.
Detroit Metro traffic, Southwest 2260 is on left downwind, runway 21 left.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Flaps 2 degrees. Flaps 5 degrees. Flaps 10 degrees. Flaps 15 degrees.
Detroit Metro traffic, Southwest 2260 is on left base, runway 21 left.
Gear down. Spoilers retracted. Flaps 30 degrees. Flaps 40 degrees.
Detroit Metro traffic, Southwest 2260 is on final, runway 21 left. Landing spoilers extended.
Guys, we know you're anxious to get off this aircraft, but we need you to stay seated for just a few moments longer. Till this aircraft comes to a complete stop or indicate the captain turns off the seatbelt sign.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it's safe for you to move about. At this time, you may use your cellular phones if you wish. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bin, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight.
We do encourage you guys to
On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a pleasant day.
We do enjoy spending part of our day with you. We know you guys can go to other choices when you travel. The choice is always yours. At Southwest Airlines, the pleasure is always ours.